Brandon Miller returns, but it doesn't matter for the Charlotte Hornets. Welcome back to the Six Hornet Podcast, where being the sixth man means bringing the noise without checking into the game. I'm Eric Smith, your host. As always, if you're on YouTube, remember to hit that subscribe button. A like goes a long way as well. And remember to comment below with your thoughts throughout the video. Same goes for audio listeners. You can rate the podcast. Some platforms allow you to post comments like Spotify. Let's get right into it. So there's 3 minutes left in the Hornets-Clippers game. I'm still watching it, but I thought I'd go ahead and record that immediate reaction just because if you've been watching the game, you know why I'm on here early. They're down right now, 131-107 at home. I'm gonna be perfectly honest and blunt right here. The Hornets defense is way too soft. Charles Lee was touted as a defensive coach, but every game it just seems like this defense breaks down. Ball screen defense sucks. Too many open threes, so many open shots. It was insane. It still is. I guess it's still going on. No defensive pressure. Too many easy buckets in the paint. I know we're still missing a few players. I know Trey Mans, things like that. But, it's so frustrating. And then you turn over to the offense, and you see a lot of those bad habits that continue to develop in losing situations. I'm going to just start with the Clippers. James Harden has 55 points right now. He's probably done for the day. He might try to go for 60. For all I know. But he's hit 17 of 26 shots so far, 10 of 16 threes, and he went to the free throw line 14 times and made 11 of them. Look, Ivica Zubac got so many easy looks, dominated in the paint, dominated Moussa Diabate because Ryan Kalkbrenner went out, had an injury. It's just frustrating. I will say that the good was Brandon Miller did come back. He returned. He scored the Hornets' first 6 points. The first one being a huge slam. As Eric Collins says, chicken salads, baby. We like that. The Hornets' first 3 possessions was a dunk by Brandon Miller, another jumper by Miller, and then another jumper. Welcome back. Happy birthday. But it's still going to be overshadowed by James Harden going nuclear on the Hornets. And it seems like a player, doesn't matter what their statue is, what their superstar or not, somebody goes nuclear against the Charlotte Hornets every night, every day they play. That's what it seems like. Liam McNeely got cooked by James Harden. Charles Lee did decide to put Sion James in on him at one point in the second quarter. Still didn't matter. Moussa got a flagrant one called on him on Harden's three-point attempt. Horrible closeout by him. You have to be more aware of who you could potentially foul. Not only that, but just being too close to your opponent trying to contest the shot. Mason Plumlee, he had to get run this game with Kalkbrenner out. Wasn't good. Just looks immobile out there. He's a statue. Let's talk about some good. I know I talked about Brandon Miller a little bit. Right now, again, there's a minute left in the game. I don't think he's in the game right now, but 21 points to finish the game, 8 for 18, 2 of 10 from 3, hit all of his free throws with 3 free throws, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And all in all, it's a good game back from Brandon Miller. Now, the 3 wasn't going down, but neither was a lot of players' three-pointer attempts this game as the Hornets shot 31% from 3. That's awful. And most of those three-pointers made came from one guy that we're going to get into very, very shortly. Actually, we can just get into him now because we're still talking about the good. So Kon Knueppel, boy, he will win Rookie of the Year. You can timestamp this. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. I know Cooper Flack's kind of showing out. VJ Edgecombe's there too. There's a lot of good rookies this year, but I don't know. Kon Knueppel's doing this side by side with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller and other guys. He's taking over. 26 points, 9 of 12 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3. 6 of 9. A man shooting at a 66.7% clip from the 3, hit all his free throws, 2 free throws, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. He had some sloppy turnovers. Other than that, Kon Knueppel was a sniper. Absolutely sniper, American sniper. I will say the Hornets did shoot very well from the free throw line. 23 of 26 from the free throw line so far. 25 seconds left in the game. But that's really encouraging. You like to see them hit their free throws. But Kon Knueppel was the only guy that could hit a 3 today. And that's horrible for this team that loves to shoot threes. They love to chuck threes in losing situations. And now I'm going to get to LaMelo Ball. 25 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 14 from the field. So he was making shots, little teardrops, floaters. When he was finishing above the rim, he was making those shots. But then you saw the LaMelo Ball, the other side, where he was 1 for 7 from 3. So again, I think he's shooting like 7 of 45 and of his 3-pointer attempts in November. That is awful. That is fucking disgusting. And I'm really hoping this gets better because he doesn't look right. There was early foul trouble for him. He had 3 personal fouls by the second quarter. Charles Lee decides to put him in at the end of the second quarter. I'm not a big fan of that when you have your star player with 3 personal fouls getting put in, because then he has a target on his back. They're going to attack him. They didn't really, but they should have. And he was already playing shaky defense. You want Melo in crunch time. Of course, that didn't matter in this game because the final score is now 131 to 116, so 15-point loss. You wanted Melo in crunch time. That's the theory. That's the idea. Conserve him so he doesn't pick up another foul before halftime. He had 4. If he would have gotten 4 fouls before halftime, guarantee you he would have been criticized, especially for a guy that is really working his way back from injury. He only played 25 minutes today, and yeah, I think LaMelo did some great things like he always does, but every episode we talk about these crazy chuck threes, 27-foot threes that they're great if they go in, but it's just a wasted possession if they don't. I don't know, man. The bench didn't look great outside of like Colin Sexton, who, like I said, I love Colin Sexton coming off the bench, and he played well in 22 minutes. He had 18 points, 7 to 13. Didn't take a 3 today. 4 from 4 from the line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Colin Sexton. This is going to be his role. So he's not going to start unless you see an injury to the starting lineup. Like what you saw tonight, I keep saying tonight. What you saw today was the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets if everyone's healthy. Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller, Ryan Kalkbrenner, LaMelo Ball, Kon Knueppel. So Colin Sexton being that leader of the second unit, that's going to happen, and I love it. Now, he was the only one who was able to create off the bench. McNeely and Sion had a pair of threes, or 1 each. Connaughton was cold. Drew Peterson was cold. Mason Plumlee, like I said, was just a statue out there. Wasn't really doing anything on either end of the floor. Moussa Diabate, like I was talking about earlier, he had a really bad flavor and 1 foul on James Harden. Also, he got completely dominated by Zubac. This is where you see Diabate's ceiling. Like, you get these big, taller, lengthier centers that are able to put their body in front of you, and you saw it on a couple of possessions. Diabate just got flustered and was putting up bad shots. Just wasn't doing much today. He only had 6 points. 2 of them came from the charity stripe. 7 rebounds. He does his thing, but definitely could have had more points today. Just he got outclassed, and hopefully he can improve on that. And hopefully Kalkbrenner's okay. I don't have word on his injury. I could check, but I'll just check after the pod. Horrible game for Brandon Miller's birthday. His birthday return. I really thought the Hornets were gonna close this one out, get a pretty convincing win in his return. But I don't think Brandon Miller was 100%, so I can't really say, yeah, he looked good in his return for what it's worth relative to to the injury and things like that, but he didn't look 100% to me. Obviously, you want to see him knock down some more of those 3-point shots, especially he had some good looks on a lot of them, but he only had 20% today, and he took the most threes, so really affected the team 3-point shooting percentage. But this defense has got to sharpen up. Something's got to happen. Charles Lee has to make changes. That's all I got. If you gotten this far, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're on YouTube, love to hear from you. Still gonna root for this team, but it's tough when you drop another. I don't know when this team's gonna get their next win, but they're 4-12. It's really looking like tank season. I can't remember. The Hornets' last win. Hey, again, that's gonna be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into the 6 Hornet podcast. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Take care, everyone.